Hey YouTube, it's Emma from Wonderland Readings, and I'm back with another book review by Shaman Derek. It's called Spirit Hacking. And actually just went into Barnes & Nobles one day and was looking on some books for mediumship and just some guidance about connecting with spirit. And I ended up seeing this book. It looked really interesting. Shamanic Keys to Reclaiming Your Personal Power, Transform, and Light Up the World. All great things, all things I'm interested in. So I decided to check it out. It took me a little while to get through it, but I just had a lot going on at the time, so I've been reading it for maybe about a month or so now. But it was actually really insightful. I got a lot from it. I think it's great for people who are just starting out on their journey, or people who know a little bit about things but want more of an outside looking in view. because he's a shaman, he talks a lot about, the spiritual side of things and how it connects with our everyday life and how it connects with us and how the different experiences all kind of what it is will put us on our path. And a lot of, I think, spiritual conspiracists would like this book also because he talks a lot about the matrix, which he defines as the kind of gridlock system that consists of society norms and expectations that we all feel kind of obligated to follow, even though we necessarily aren't obligated to follow it, and how it kind of traps our mind and gets us to focus off of ourselves and our journey, and more so on the day-to-day things like paying bills or enjoying our job or getting our kids into certain types of schools and competing with others, and big houses, big cars, large families, things like that. So his take on our current reality is a little interesting just because of how he perceives things. And he doesn't come off really like a know-it-all, like some, I guess shamans or gurus or people who are have a very wide expertise in that realm come off as knowing, everything, or, people may not know as much as them. He comes off very grounded and very realistic. He relates a lot of his life history stories, like his childhood traumas, life experiences. I know he says that his home life when he was growing up, living with his father, was really abusive. He was molested. He also had a serious issue with alcoholism. And he talks about how he overcame all of these things in this book and how kind of spirit was always guiding him. I feel like a lot of people can relate that sometimes when they're at the bottom, they feel like they're at the bottom of the barrel, that they kind of pull this power within them to get through to the next thing. And he kind of talks about where the source of that is and different shamanic tools actually within the book that people can utilize. They're called spirit hacks. He has them in here. Filtered throughout. Like this one, it's a spirit hack for a self-love altar. He talks about how everybody was so anxious to go into altars for their ancestors or whomever they're working with, but we forget about ourselves also in that, and so we should make something to signify our dedication to ourselves, because an altar really is just it's a place that you go to take time to recognize your whatever it is that you're focusing on at that time, and acknowledging that, and that being the space for that. So it was actually a really good, really interesting book. He also talked about, in the beginning he talked about how he kind of got initiated into the shamanism world. He had to die. So it doesn't go into detail about how it happened. I'm wondering if it was something that he took or ingested or something during a spiritual practice. And it wasn't like he died and came back to life and then went out to eat afterwards and they celebrated. He died. They brought him, he came back, and then he had to relearn he had to learn how to function again as a normal person. He had to rehabilitate himself. He had to learn how to walk again. He talks about how his father wanted to take him off life support. Just a bunch of really crazy situations that I've never personally experienced, and I don't know how I would handle that, but he seemed to have the tools and the the mental strength to be able to get through it. And he was determined, and he didn't just do it on his own. He acknowledges that throughout the entire book, that it really was spirit that kind of guided him and pushed him, his tools that he had been training and the knowledge that he had been working to gain that really pushed him through and got through. Like he knew that he could accomplish it. Like he knew he would overcome it. So it was really inspiring. He comes off right off the bat with that. And that I didn't know too much about Shaman Derek, but that kind of added to his mysticism and gave him some, understanding with that. Also, I like that the way that the book is written, the chapters are really digestible. Sometimes you get books in there, the chapters are really long and they're so jam-packed with information and you're just you want to remember it all, you're tempted to take notes and highlight. But the way he did his chapters were that there were chapters and then there were sub-chapters throughout the entire chapter. And he really did a good job about breaking things down so that they were understandable. Like, for example, the Matrix situation. He mentioned it and then he broke down what the Matrix was. Or he talks about shadows. And I do a lot of shadow work, so that was a really interesting section for me to read. And he was saying how the Matrix tries to make it so that people are afraid of their shadow. They're afraid of what they don't know, when all it really is that your shadow is there to help build your character. When you face your fears, you can build yourself up. You kind of graduate to different levels. You're not afraid of the same things, and you can go further. So that was actually a really interesting section that I read that I really liked. The spirit hacks is something that I really like. Also, just this raw honesty. And the book wasn't really all the way out there. I actually recommended this to one of my coworkers, and I don't believe she's heavily into spirituality. She just likes reading. She likes reading a bunch of religious books and things like that. So she saw me reading this book at work, and I recommended it to her. I was like, yeah, check it out. See, let me know what you think about it. So she's been reading it, and she says it's very interesting, but it's not so outlandish that she can't grasp it or she can't find her way to what he's saying, which is really important when you're when you're reading spiritual books, because you don't want to be so far off to the left that you have to make the connections yourself. You want somebody to kind of at least walk you through it, or at least explain it so that you can see where they're coming from. But yeah, this book was really good. It'd definitely be something I would go back to. They had a lot of the spirit hacks in here. Like he had a spirit hack for what he did to help him overcome alcoholism. Just a lot of little things in here, little tidbits of nuggets of information in here that I could see myself repeating, or making sure that I tell others about, that I thought were really interesting. Definitely one worth reading. Definitely one worth going back and reading. So I would recommend this book. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like and share this video if it interests you. And hopefully you'll be back to see another review. Thank you.